Alright, became a dealer for Dakota Lithium, and I got some stuff for one of my customers' boats, and I got a bunch of parts laying here. And so this is one of the batteries we're going to put in that boat I got out there, that OMC Javalin, whatever. So I wanted to talk about the pros and cons of a lead acid flooded battery versus a lithium LifePo4. Lead acid battery is cheaper, so the cost, and it's a well established technology. It has a long history of use, making parts and service pretty much easy. You can recycle them. It's robust. It can handle high discharge rates without much damage, if it's maintained properly. And it'll take, it's got a temperature tolerance, works relatively well in a wide range of temperatures. Alright, and then the cons are like its maintenance. It requires regular maintenance. They're heavy. They have a shorter lifespan, 3 to 5 years, but usually that's what they say. But you won't find one. It's like, I don't know if there's any out there that I can get that's a 3 to 5 year warranty. Most of them are like 1 year warranty that'll last a year and a half. They are efficient and sulfation, so they're prone to sulfation if not maintained. And the environmental impact is, lead's toxic. You got to dispose of it right. So on lithium, they last a lot longer. We can get a Dakota Lithium for 11 years. And it's lighter. It doesn't weigh as much. It's got a high energy efficient. It's maintenance. There's no maintenance. There's virtually no maintenance. It's pretty safe. LifePo4, earlier versions of lithium, they would catch fire. Yeah, so the performance, it can handle discharges pretty good. Some of the cons, it's a lot higher in cost, so it costs more. And it's more sensitive to temperature, like extreme temperature. What we have here in Tennessee it's not bad at all. Recycling them, it's getting better, but it's not real well established just yet. And then you have to have the right charger for yours, and so if you want lead acid, it's a low cost solution. With readily available. You can go buy lead acid pretty much anywhere. LifePo4 batteries, lithium batteries. I kind of ran some numbers. It's interesting. So I have, here's Dakota Lithium. So if you look, we got a 24 volt battery. So we got a trolling motor battery, and if we look at the different ones, scroll down here, I have the 24 volt, and it's this one. It's 110 amp hours. And it's $15.99. And then if we look at the tech specs, it gives us dimensions: 19.1 length, 6.6 width, and then it's 9.9 inches tall. And it weighs 50.5 pounds. If we look at advanced for lead acid battery, and we just search marine battery. If we did the smallest series, they come in different series. So 24, 27, 29, 31. and they each represent like a size. So here's a Group 24 800 cold cranking amps, $107.99. So that's the diehard. That's a 24M. This is the smallest battery we can get with pretty good cold cranking amps. This is a starting. This is also a deep cycle, by the way. It's just they don't have it on here, but it is. And then if we go to AutoZone and do the same thing, and look up there, you'll find a similar battery. So here's that's a 24. There's an 800, about the same amount of money, $107.99. And you could do the same thing for Napa, same thing. Although they have several listed. There's a 24. They're a little more. And then on this battery, if we scroll down and we look at the specs, they give you the height is 8.875 inches, the length is 10 inches, and then the width is 6.875 inches. And then the AutoZone, if we look at the dimensions, they're about the same dimensions. So for a trolling motor, you would need two batteries, two 12-volt batteries. So that comes out to a weight of around 89.96 pounds. The weight here is 44.98 pounds. So on average, even though in advance they don't give us a weight, we can pretty much know that they're going to be about similar. Same thing with the Napa battery. I can just pick this one even though it's more, and I think it'll give us specs. It's probably a little better, 44 pounds. So we'll go with the biggest one, 44.98 pounds, ends up at 89.96 pounds. This other hole could be a real pain because it's right by an old tree stump, so I don't know where I'm going to run to. I don't know, I guess I'll start, first I'll dig a little bit. I'm going to measure this and see how deep it goes. Now, if we look at this battery, the lithium battery, its weight is 50.5 pounds. I think I said that earlier. All right, so doing the weight between the 89.96 pounds and the 79.18 pounds, the difference is 10 pounds. So that's what the difference is. It's 10 pounds. So we got 10 pounds difference. That's if we add two more. I want to back up. That's wrong. We have a difference. The difference of 10 pounds is when we add two more lithium batteries for the graph. So I'm sorry. If we took, 89 0.96 minus the 50.5, the difference is 39.46 pounds. So I apologize. But we need to add some graphs. Now we could add another lead acid battery, which would be another additional $107, $109. We could do that. So if we did some, we did a cost, I guess, we could figure out that, well, if we're spending $107 for each battery, say it's a lead acid, 107.98, and you add that, right, or you actually go twice, so that's $215.96. I'm sorry, $215.96. Okay, so then we figure we got to buy this every year and a half. So every year and a half. So what does that do? Alright, so if we do the math, we got 107.98. And let's just call it $108. We're going to do that twice. No, let's do the real number. 107.98. We're going to times that by 2. 2 batteries. What? 2 batteries. That's $215.96. We're going to write that down this time because I don't want to forget. I have short-term memory loss here. $215.96. Alright, so then if we figure we got 10 years and we're going to get a year and a half. So I don't know if we divide this by 1.5, it equals, some crazy number. But if we do 2, we got to buy this set of batteries 5 times. So 5 times 215.98 equals $1,000.79. All right, 1,079.90. Plus tax and all that kind of stuff. So then we have to have another battery for our graphs. So that means we got to add another, battery. So back to the 215.98. Okay. We're going to do that 5 times, but we're going to add another battery. So plus 107.98. Okay. So that equals 323 times 5 equals 1619.80. That's what you're going to buy. And you're only getting 10 years, you're not getting 11. So that's kind of the way I'm looking. Okay, back to Dakota Lithium. Let's go back over here. So if we go and we look at this Marine Deep Cycle, and I like these guys because it's a pretty, it's a robust product. They're backing it with a pretty good warranty, but also they have customer service. I know there's a lot of options. You can go out there and you can buy, we're going to go back over to our, Marine Fish Finder. Let's go to Fish Finder batteries. I'll show you the couple that I bought. So they have this one, which is a 12 volt, 135 amp hour. And I think we have the 54s. Pretty sure. Yeah, I bought the 12 volt, 54 amp hour deep cycle trolley motor. It says trolley motor battery, but it's a deep cycle battery. It's just, I don't know. They could have said Fish Finder. But this is perfect. So I bought this guy. So this guy, if we look at it, is, let it load. Where's our, there it is. Sorry. At our tech specs, so it is 7.75 length, and it's 5.3 wide, and it's 7.5, tall, and its weight is 14.3 pounds. Okay, so we're gonna need 2 of those. That comes out to 28.68 pounds. So we take that 28.68 pounds and we add it to our 50.15 pounds. Okay. Then our weight for lithium is going to be 79.18 pounds. But then if we look at what our weight is for the lead acid batteries, we're at 89.96, and we add another battery, so they're both on the same battery, which means they both share a ground and could be interference, but we're going to add 44.98 pounds. And that comes out to 134.94 pounds. So we take that, we subtract it from our 79.18 pounds. We have a difference of 55.76 pounds. That's the difference. Now the cost is a lot more, but you're paying for it, I guess, at the front end instead of the back end. And every year you got to go change out your battery. And every year you got to go, oh man, this really kind of is a bummer. I'll continue on with the video and hope you enjoy it. Yeah, they're going alright. So yeah, that's the 24 volt. So I'm going to have to look up the specs on this now, because the one that he sent me was different than what we talked about, which is awesome, Dakota Lithium. I appreciate it, really do, because anyway, because the bay of this, you know, like I sent pictures and measurements so that I could know that I could fit, you know, because I couldn't put a 36 volt in that bay. I mean, it's a little 16-foot boat. You know, it's not 20-footer. And essentially, you know, what it is, it's just a smaller design boat, you know. So that's what I always say, like, they kind of, you know, they fixed the problem with 24 volt, 36 volt systems, because, you know, it used to be about how many pound thrust you have, right? So if you were at 45, you're like a 12 volt battery. Then, you know, when you get up in the larger ones, say 70s, and I think it's what is it, starts at 60 maybe, then you got to go into a 24 volt system that usually goes up to like 90s, 90 pound thrust. And then you got 36 volt, and that would do the 115 pound thrust, or 112 pound thrust, right? So now brushless comes along, and they're like, well, you can do 24 or 36, and you're still at that same pound thrust. Does that make sense? So we got a smaller boat. We don't need 36 volts. We only need 24. So he sent me that one because the dimensions were right. So, like, if I can ever help somebody, you know, and they want something like this, then, you know, and we could get 12 volt batteries, and then we could stack batteries. That's a thing too. When it's in a configuration like that, I think the cell, especially their product, the cell is consistent throughout. Anyway, and so then I got some more stuff I got to unbox. I bought one of these too. This is for me. I bought this Springfield for to put on a butt seat that I have. And I got some of those listed. Then we got So these are the other. Maybe I should just get it up in the chair. Oh. And that way that camera can see it and you guys can see it over here. How about them apples? Yeah, that's a lot better. Holy shnikes. Alright, well, I lost somebody. I don't know where he went. Hey, ain't got nobody in here. I'm all by myself on New Year's Eve. It is fantastic. Let me tell you what. Okay, so what I'm doing still is like I have these Dakota Lithiums. And I got... I should get up on this mic. Can't hardly hear it. Guess I can turn it up. Yeah, now you can hear me. Alright, so just can't get way up on the mic now. Nice little bubble wrap. So I can't sneak over here and really get on the mic because I've got it cranked. Looks like they give us a nice big Dakota Lithium sticker. That's great. So I have to figure out what he wants to do with that. That's pretty nice. Alright, got that. And I've got my invoice and warranty card. So we have a warranty card. If I could get it out. Scan the code on the card to activate your warranty within 14 days of purchase. So, no, go further, last longer, play harder, Dakota Lithium. So, it's kind of a cool little sticker there. Alright. Some more bubble wrap. And then we got 2 of these little guys. And same thing, they have the screw right on top. So I want to keep these screws together. And we'll pull them out. Set them over here as well. And give me a second, I'll get this other one out and I'll show you what they look like. Let me put this here. I'll tell you what. So this is what they look like. Little 12 volt 54 amp hour. Now these will go on each one of his graphs. So this battery will just be for his graphs. And I mean it's pretty good. So like I said, when they ship them, they're only shipped with like 10%. So you need to charge them up, which I'll do. And it looks like we have we'll figure this out. I may use this, may not, I don't know. And then I also ordered a Dakota Marine 4. It's an onboard battery charger. 4 channels, 10 amps per channel, 40 amps total. 12 volt onboard lithium battery charger adapter kits with 24 volt adapter kit. There we go. So it will do that. That's why I bought it, because it was like, 2 of the channels is going to make the 24 volts. The other 2 channels are going to do 1 battery and then another battery. Does that make sense? So this is good. And I think this is our, you know, our 24 volt adapter. And alright, well, I'm back on the fence. I know this is not boat related, but it's something I gotta do, so I got no choice but to get her done. So yeah, I got my concrete, and you know, I kind of like the idea of mixing that. You can get the stuff with the rocks in it, like if you get an 80 pound, because it took a lot. But anyway, if you get like that stuff with the rock in it, and then get a bag of Quikrete, mix them together, put a little bonding agent in it, man, that stuff would be the, I mean, it'd be so hard, well, anyway. Looks like it's just leads to, it's gonna go to everything. So maybe that's the first thing we'll do is, you know, go to each one of our batteries. Negative, negative. Making sure you didn't lose a screw, didn't they? No, you don't want to lose a screw. You can't get these though. You can, like, if you just go to, I don't know what I'm gonna do. They're, you know, they're closing in advance, so Alright, we're going to go negative. And then this is going to go to positive. Man, they got it trimmed almost down to like perfect amount. Yeah, these are like put our trash over there. Oh. Oh, these are to our bigger ones. Yeah, these are for our 24 volt. Makes sense, right? We had a 50-50 shot. Alright, now we can do this. Pretty simple. Just gonna have to mount this somewhere inside the bay there. I'm not sure yet where I'm gonna do it. See, these are like they made these almost perfect. You don't have to pull back on them or anything. Alright. There's that one. And then I believe, let's see what they gave us. Yeah, these are all just this, right? So we only need one of these. You see what I'm saying? We only need one. It's really hard to like get any kind of really cool camera angles like this or anything, but these we will have to pull like apart a little bit. I know you didn't see that, but I just stripped this apart, pulled it over to here. Then we're going to tighten everything down. So basically this is just going to, like if you wanted these two to be the first bank or whatever, then you're just going to put them together. It's like this doesn't really matter. I have to check and make sure the fuses are in them. Sometimes, you know, stuff is shipped and it doesn't have the fuse in it. So you'll want to go over and look, and before you ever turn it on, just check your fuse. Oh, she's tight. Yeah, I believe it's good. Yeah, all the fuses are in. Okay. Just want to verify that. So this will be the first channel. I can leave these on, I think. And I'm just putting this together. Yeah, she's tight. So when we put this together, we're going to make sure this really goes together good. We don't want anything exposed. If we have to, we'll even shrink wrap over them. Alright. Yeah, they don't go all the way together. So we'll probably shrink wrap those. And then Alright, so then the other two is going to be this one. So we need the adapter that I had.